Man, this is lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, but bitch, we got views.
Shut up. It's I got some shit to say to podcast, man. We're back like we don't stop because we never do. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squint.
That's right. With me as always,
ChadArmesTV.com.
and with us today we have a young gunner.
For sure.
I like the youngins. This boy's a beast. His name is
right.
Yeah, pause. That did sound weird. My apologies.
It sounded homosexual and pedophilic as well.
Well, that was definitely not my intention.
I know it wasn't. It was a joke.
The kid spits hot fire like Dylan.
There we go.
There you
Okay.
go. Joybvnd in the building.
That.
Boom.
Should we give him a round of applause?
Let's go
We
ahead.
haven't done that in a while. That's for you, buddy. All you.
Appreciate it.
Y'all shut the fuck up.
Yeah, let's go. Let's keep it moving.
So, yeah, I don't know the kid, but I'm a fan.
Absolutely.
Chad hit me my DM about the American Dream album. When Chad put out American Dream was the first ear I had on Joybvnd. And I had to have him refresh my memory before we started today and just play the record for me. Mm-hmm. Fucking smash.
Yeah, it was.
Love that record. What's the name of it?
That one's called Up Now.
Up Now on Chad's American Dream.
But fun fact, we have that one and we have one called Do It on My Own, which you did the artwork for the single.
Fun fact. Yeah, dude, with the dude's feet dangling off the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that?
Yeah, he did the artwork.
That's dope.
Thanks.
Yeah, for sure. That's the first piece of artwork he did for us, I think.
Yep.
Because I was just like, he was like, let me try to do one. So he did that one. So we did those two singles. And, yeah, there's going to be a lot more in the future. But I'm just glad to have him on the podcast, man. We just shot an interview with him as well. It probably is already on the channel when this is being uploaded because we're filming ahead. But, yeah, man, I'm just glad to get you on here, bro. So where you can kind of introduce yourself to the ChadArmesTV audience and let them start to follow you and your brother's music.
And we don't do this for just anybody.
Oh, no, I know that. That's why as soon as I pulled up, I was like, the whole ride, I was like, man, I just appreciate him, like, just contacting me and being like, come on.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Because my following's not big, you know, like, I don't have a shit ton of people, like, watching 24/7. So it's just like, for him to just reach out and be like, bro, I need to get you on this. So,
Yeah, and it's people like Chatty that look out for artists like yourself and we encourage just to keep going because that's the formula for success in this business. Is just regardless of what you're being told or you're hearing or you're seeing or the feedback or the reactions or you could work your ass off and put out a project and nobody give a fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
But if you keep going, sooner or later they get wind of what you've done since they found out. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you keep swinging. Eventually, you're gonna hit one out.
Right.
You know what I mean? You just gotta keep swinging. I mean, and like I was saying in the interview portion that we did before this,
Smoke. Smoke.
yeah.
My God.
like what Jelly was telling us on episode 14, he was like, "Don't look at the numbers. Just keep your heads down and just keep working." That's what we've been doing. That's what I was telling you. Do the same thing.
No disrespect for the boss man, but I guarantee you he didn't expect us to have damn near 50 episodes 4 months after that conversation.
No, but those were words that stuck with us though.
No, absolutely.
It makes sense. Yeah.
It's the code to it, man. I mean, hell, he's a perfect fucking example.
Yeah. For
The other old didn't make noise out here for 20 plus years, it seems like.
Other than just locally.
Locally,
Yeah, but then it just kept growing and kept growing. But yeah, that's the main thing. So like,
Where you stay?
Yeah.
Where about you at?
I'm in Columbia right now.
Oh, you out there.
yeah, he's out there with old Legacy. Shout out Legacy.
Yeah,
he's
shout out
actually
Legacy.
moving, but yeah, that's where he's.
Little drive. I
Yeah.
mainly lived in Murfreesboro though.
Oh,
for the
fun
most part.
fact.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. But Columbia, man, that's a stretch.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Right.
Yeah.
I've done some work out there recently, but other than that, man, that's like one part of Middle Tennessee area. Like it's kind of out there, but I just don't ever find myself in the Columbia area.
Yeah.
What's next to Columbia?
You got Spring Hill, Franklin.
Spring
all
Hill.
that good stuff.
Yeah, it's Franklin. Yes,
65,
you'll
yeah.
catch me there. But yeah, Spring Hill, Columbia area. That's about where I turn around, and come home.
Right.
Same with Chad. Chad's all the way out in fucking Greenbrier.
Oh yeah,
man.
yeah.
Greenbrier, Springfield.
We're
area.
spread all over the fucking place.
Shout out Robertson County.
It doesn't help that I'm in Murfreesboro.
No, but I mean, this is the spot though. You know what I mean?
It's home
Like-
base.
Yeah. I was about to say it's like that middle ground.
Yeah.
Like you look at Greenbrier, Columbia, and then
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, for this scenario, it's perfect. Chad hates it driving here.
I don't mind it now. I mean, I've made 4 drives in the last 5 days here.
Show
I'm just
has.
used to it.
Oh jeez.
Real quick, let's do a recap of your evening last night, Chad. So Joy, last night, Chad, we've been working all week. Tons of content coming out, tons of episodes, tons of interviews, tons of beat jackings, all kinds of shit. Like we're working, grinding it out. And Mr. Jelly Roll hit us up yesterday. Hit up me and Chad and asked us if we wanted to accompany him to Clarksville, Tennessee, to watch a boxing match.
Yeah, Ty Tomlin, you familiar with him? Cheatham County boy. Yeah. When Tomlin had a championship fight, and they were doing it at the Austin P basketball gymnasium in Clarksville. And Jelly hit us up asking, just out of the blue, asking if we wanted to roll. Squints couldn't because he had
daddy duty.
So I came down here with him and Leroy, and we shot some footage, and I shot a beat jacking video, and then I went with Jelly and his camp to Clarksville to watch this fight. So it was dope, man. It was dope. And
have you ever been to anything like that?
Boxing? No.
I've never been. I was bummed I couldn't go, but it's all good. When we get those opportunities, they're kind of spontaneous and we adjust, but there was no adjusting for me.
Well, same that he did with you when he hit you up about going with him to the Thursday night football.
Yeah, to the Titans
game. Yeah.
But so I'm glad Chad got the opportunity to go. But I've never been to a boxing match. Period. I've been to a few UFCs, but I've never been.
Yeah,
right.
I did that.
Boxing would be dope. And were y'all down on the floor and shit? Obviously,
it was
I'm sure Jelly got taken care of.
The VIP tables were on the
flex
on the floor. Like, and because that's where the ring was at, and then there was like you could sit in the stands to just like general admission or whatever. But when we got there, they were really cool. They brought us in through the back door, and they let him go talk to Ty Tomlin in the locker room before he came out.
Dope.
And as soon as we got introduced, or like they walked us to our table. People start yelling and screaming, and then they announced that Jelly Roll's there. So we go sit at our table, and
I love this.
I'm not, again, I've seen
Joy,
it so many times.
I'm eating, pause one sec, Chad. I'm eating this up because a few weeks ago I went with Jelly to the Titans game.
Yeah.
And I have to explain, everybody's like, damn, bro, I bet that was awesome. It is, but it has its perks, but it also there's things that come with it.
Yeah.
Continue, Chad.
So it's a smaller scale. We sat down, and this is what I say about Jelly. This is why Jelly's the GOAT, because I watched this man. I was sitting right next to him. I sat with him in the car right there and back, and I sat right next to him at this event, and I'm watching him. And every time he sits down, we're sitting there talking, he'll get somebody that taps him on the shoulder, wants a picture. Well, he's like, heck yeah. He'll get up. He loves that shit. He loves it more than anybody I've ever seen. As soon as he gets up and takes a picture, he's standing up taking pictures for an hour.
Right.
He comes to sit down. He gets his trainer brings him his food. He's eating. Nobody bothers him while he's eating. As soon as he gets done eating, bro, he stands right back up, and it's 2 or 3 hours of this stuff. So Ty wants him to walk him to the ring. So he goes back there and walks him to the ring, comes and sits down. He's like,
did you get to do that too?
I didn't get to do that. I didn't go with him to that because they only came and got Jelly. And
did you get the
Boston.
footage of him coming out?
It was on the other side of the gym.
Gotcha.
So like, I didn't want to like mess up his entrance or nothing.
For sure.
So like, but I did film it from afar, like Jelly walking with him in the ring, and then Jelly came back and sat down with us. But dude's fight, they thought it was going to go 6-7 rounds. Dude knocked him out in the second round, like 30 seconds in the second round.
Yeah, Chad showed me a clip of him going down. It was he got hit in the gut.
Like, yeah, he hit him in the head, under the chin, and in the gut in like 3 seconds.
Bro, a second round knockdown because of a rib shot. I mean, Joe ass got hit. You got hit in the gut hard, bro.
Yeah. So like after the fight, Jelly went up there and took a picture with Ty in the ring and stuff. And dude's undefeated. He's got like 9 knockouts. He's 13-0. Well, Jelly goes and talks to some of the other fighters that was on the card that wanted to meet him, and he wanted to meet. And the guy that Ty knocked out, Jelly sat and talked to him. You know, he was discouraged, and he was like, man, I just didn't know coming in here that he was getting booed walking to the ring. And because this is Ty's hometown. He's from Cheatham County, but Cheatham County came there to Clarksville to watch this guy fight.
Oh, I bet. Dude, that's how it is with any of these guys that are like local fighters, bro. If you're Tennessee, period, you got the crowd for sure.
Yeah, but he was it was a good time, man. And then we went to just classic Jelly. We went to a liquor store. He got some stuff to take back to the office, to the studio, whatever. We walk out of the liquor store. There's a girl and her husband playing Save Me. And she jumps out the car, and I have it on camera. She jumps out the car and was like, "Save me, save my life. I love that song. It's my favorite song. Can I have a picture?"
Dope.
It's just dope to see that shit, man.
Yeah,
and I watched it so many times, and he never gets tired of it.
Yeah.
So it was a dope evening. We're gonna put a day in the life video up. It may already be up when this is up.
Yeah. You ever met Mr. Jelly Roll, Joybvnd?
No, not in person. Not yet. Not yet.
Good answer. Not yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, shout out to the big guy. But yeah, I know me and Chad all know hand in hand how much that boy deals with when he goes out like that.
But he never. I was talking to this last night. I was telling my girlfriend this last night. As patient of a person as Chad Arms is, right? Dude, I could not be as patient as Jelly is. I sat and watched him, dude. He doesn't get upset. He doesn't say no.
Yeah.
He just does it because he truly loves it. He truly loves to. People like they're so giddy around him and they're shy around him and like he just embraces all of it. It's like, no, come on.
Right.
He'll say, I want to take a picture with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why Jelly's gonna have supporters for the rest of his life and their lives because that's the kind of stuff that you do.
But he's always been like that.
No, he has sure.
I mean, as long as we've known him. Luckily, we've known him a long time.
Yeah,
but
yeah, it was fun. It was a good night, man, for sure.
I'm glad y'all had a good time.
Yeah, it was cool.
I'm anxious to see. Because like Chad said, by the time this episode drops, it'll probably be out. But I'm anxious to see some of that content he's speaking on.
It was cool. It was cool for sure.
Dope, man.
Shout out to Jelly.
Dope. Yeah, shout out to the big guy.
He's finna work on a new album, and he's about to in a couple more months. He's gonna start his new tour. He's gonna be big,
right? So Chad gave me a few.
As busy as he was last year.
You gave me a few lines of what this looked like too.
Yeah, when they announced that shit's gonna be big, like his tours and stuff.
So back to Joybvnd
for sure.
Yeah. What's next for Joybvnd? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are
you working on?
Hey, me and my brother working on a project right now.
So you've referenced to your brother a couple times. Is it your older brother, younger brother?
Older brother.
I've seen y'all together online. Mm-hmm. Y'all look exactly the same.
Yeah, y'all look very similar. He's 4 or 5 years older, but you can tell y'all are brothers though.
Yeah, I wish you would have
y'all
brought
look
with
a lot alike.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. So what is that? Was he already in music and you sort of followed in his footsteps? Did y'all sort of embrace it together? Fill me in here because they did a ChadArmesTV interview earlier, but I deliberately sat out of that because I wanted to approach his sit down on the podcast as me still not knowing shit really about him.
Yeah.
So with that being said, tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah. All right. So I was like 12 years old at the time when I first got into music, like just rapping and whatnot. My brother was already doing music.
Yeah.
He was already working with people, so it was just one of those things.
What's his name?
Ego.
King
Ego.
Ego.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was already doing everything. We went by different names then, all that good stuff. So we started out just him getting me in a professional studio around 13, 14. We made our first song called Biggest Fan. He was just showing me all his CDs or whatnot. So about the time he was 15, he was already trying to get in the studio. He was already writing. He was already doing all of that.
Gotcha.
I was just sitting back and watching and didn't realize that was something I wanted to do until like I would go to school and just be writing on pieces of paper, not paying any fucking attention to whatever Miss whoever was saying. I just wasn't paying no attention to that. It was mostly just writing. I started not to give a fuck about school really when I was like freshman year.
I get it.
Like, so it was like I didn't care anymore. Like I just wanted to do music the whole time.
Gotcha.
As soon as lunch hit, I'm in the hallways rapping to people, random people. It'd be a circle, people just listening to me.
So you were known for that?
Yeah, definitely.
Gotcha. Well, a lot of kids in your school at the time trying to do that, or just you?
No. So there was like a handful of people. As I got to high school, there was like a handful of people. I was doing it back in like middle school. And people were watching me, and I was like the only person doing it.
I'm so old that back when I was doing it in school, I was the only kid that did it in school.
Oh, yeah,
isn't that crazy?
Yeah, 1987.
Yeah, now
Fuck
every
you, Chad.
Just playing.
Now everybody
wants to be
everybody wants to do it now. There was people that I knew in high school that didn't even. They was just like, yo, you dope, blah blah blah. Wasn't even interested in music. Now they got videos out. So.
Yeah.
Of course, because it's the cool thing. Because with you being 24, like you were in school, like you were in school when, like 10 years ago, you know, it was 8-9 years ago. So like this time frame, you're looking at like rap is so much bigger when you was in high school than when we were in high school.
For sure.
As far as like.
It was fucking frowned upon.
Yeah.
When we were in high school.
Yeah, and it wasn't. Of course, when we were in high school, the internet was brand new. It was a whole different era. So like. It's just different now, but like, and plus you said too that you were saying that you moved around a lot.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't stay in one school, so I ain't gonna put faults on nobody, but I just couldn't stay at one school, so we were just everywhere, and so in every school it was hard for me to like have that, you know, that let me make friends here, let me make friends there. And we're gonna be cool forever because I knew that I was gonna leave anyway. So
and when you all that moving around from schools and shit, your brother go through that same shit.
Yeah, he definitely went through the same shit.
So that it's starting to make more sense why you and your brother are making music together now.
Yeah, so it was just like we got to one of those. Music was the escape. Like I know a lot of artists say that. Like if I didn't have music, but like it's the most honest thing that a person could say. If you, like, because we don't. I have no idea what I would be doing if I wasn't able to write and record, mix, master, and hear myself in some headphones. I don't know what I'd be doing. I feel like our life would have been like completely different in a negative way.
And you're probably right.
And so that's exactly how he feels. I don't even know what he'd be doing, you know, if he didn't do music. Okay. Because that's like the heart. Like that's where we go to get everything off our mind. Or if we don't want to talk about negative things on the record, we could just do something funny. Like we was doing a lot of parody songs then. Luckily, none of those are out for anybody to see.
Right.
Better burn them. You don't want them to see them.
I think I used to do that when I was in high school too. Like it was just fun to do.
Like we make like these
when y'all make comments
and shit, and it was hilarious.
When y'all make comments though about I hope nobody ever sees that, y'all just need to get rid of the shit and nobody will ever see it.
I'm pretty sure he has it on an old hard drive.
Otherwise, everybody's gonna pop, and then it's gonna be found. Somebody will find it. Then
exactly.
After you pop,
exactly. Somebody's gonna steal the hard drive. Then everything's out, and it's just over.
Chad's got so much bullshit footage of us from early 2000s talk.
I just showed Squints, my boy. Shout out to my boy Truth, my boy BJ. He hit me up with some footage while I was with Jelly last night, right? And it's footage of me and Jelly and a lot of my buddies in O'Charlie's in Rivergate in 2005. Now, we had only met Jelly about 3 months prior. Jelly had braids to his back. He was baby face.
But Chad, the funny part is Chad on this video, what we're getting at is, aside from Jelly having hair down to his ass, fucking Chad had sideburns down, bro. We'll show you before you leave.
All right.
But back to Joybvnd. As you parody videos, that kind of shit. But out of high school, when did y'all got a project out? Anything solid out together? Did you ever commit to a project together?
Yeah.
What does that look like?
We was throwing mixtapes on that piff.
I need them. Need to hear this
all the time.
I want to hear the early shit. What age did you start recording?
13, 14. And then like I got into like recording myself because I was watching my brother like do everything. Like he was the guy with the plant.
Gotcha.
So
Makes
it was
sense.
like I was watching everything he was doing. Then finally he had a home set up, and then I had a home set up, and then we were just.
And y'all were at the same crib?
No, we was at different cribs at the time. This was the time, you know, I was actually living with my aunt when I had my full setup. So it was in a corner of a kitchen is where I was recording, and no bullshit at all. I duct taped the mic to the wall. Yeah, because I didn't have a stand, so I just had the mic dangling off the wall.
Man. You gotta make it work, bro.
And that's how I recorded myself for a little bit.
Whatever works, but that's only real ones tell stories like that, bro.
No,
that's
for real.
That just shows that just shows the dedication. I mean, I used to when I first started rapping, it was into the computer mic that came with the desktop computer that sounded like terrible, and it would sit on top of your monitor, and you were just talking to it.
You talking about like the CO2 mics?
Yeah,
like those things.
Yeah, and you couldn't do headphones. Like I was just playing a beat and just rapping, horribly too. I mean, can we talk about that? How horrible. But that's just how it was. I mean, that's just what you did. You know, back then, because you didn't know no different, or you just didn't have the money to invest in a bunch. Because that was back when everything was more expensive too.
So the mixtapes and shit. How many products y'all put out?
I think we did 4.
Damn, that's
three or
work,
4.
man. That's a catalog.
Three or four just things that we just put together, and it was roughly put together. I mean, it wasn't mixed, mastered, perfect, nothing. It was just like we just wanted to put it out, see what it does. If it don't do anything, fine.
And you self-taught on everything?
Yeah, definitely. We was on YouTube, Google.
That's where I went to college.
And then doing it ourselves. But yeah,
I went to YouTube University and got my master's from Google.
There you go.
That's what you tell everybody.
Right.
Self-taught on everything. That's the best kind, though, bro.
Is this your official YouTube channel, King Laidback? Is that it?
That's my brother's.
That's your brother's?
But yeah, that's definitely gonna be the channel that we put stuff on.
What about I want to see Broadway Girls? Is that just the direct? Like, what channel is that?
So I watched that this morning. I watched that before Chad got here today. The Broadway Girls joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're I like the fact that Joybvnd is not scared to like harmonize. Like Joybvnd, he'll sing. You know what I'm saying? But he's a beast when he raps, and when he raps fast, and I love that shit. I've always been that kind of guy. Like even when I used to spit, like I would lean. A lot of my shit was a lot faster, like later, like before I stopped. So I applaud that shit. That shit's not easy. It's not easy to write nor perform or record. The shit's fucking hard. It's probably why I got fed up with it.
Yeah, and then new shit comes out all the time too.
All the time.
New VSTs, new all this that you see on the internet. So, and we want it all. So we're just trying to keep our music up to date as well.
Well, your quality's fire, bro. Because on the songs that me and you did, you mixed and mastered and recorded your own shit, and it sounds legit. No,
but that's what I was gonna say earlier in the like when we first started. You said from mix and mastering it, like you mentioned that. So you mix and master and all that shit yourself.
Yeah, we do all that shit.
Yeah,
all of it. That's just. It took a long time to get to that quality. Like, it took a lot of learning, a lot of patience, a lot of everything. And going from the first song to now, it's great. It's just great.
My favorite thing about people in that is progression. I say that word all the time here lately because I love those. Just the progression from going from the fucking mic taped on the wall to talking how you're like proud of your shit now and like how good you can make the shit sound now. That's awesome. That's just straight up progression. And the fact that you're still a fucking kid, like I'll call you a kid. He was like, man, am I that young? I was like, yeah, dog, you are. When you're 24 years old, that's fucking young, at least to me, because I'm old as dirt. You having trouble over there, Chatty? You good?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the mic how I want it. That's it. Go. Got it figured out.
So, as of lately, I saw the Broadway Girls, so you put that up.
Yep.
Obviously, around the time that record dropped, I would assume. I didn't look at the date on it. I just saw that was
it was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay, got you.
We was a little late on it, but
fuck it.
Yeah,
it turned out good though.
It's a monster record.
Yeah, visual looks really dope too. That studio y'all was at was fire, dog.
Yeah, my brother set all that up.
Really?
He knew somebody that knew somebody and set
with
it
the
all
studio
up.
With the clouds is like the way
gotcha.
that shit
So
was,
who shoots and edits all the visuals?
He does.
Amazing.
Yeah, his brother did.
Yeah,
it,
we
man.
should have
That's
gone.
crazy.
That was his camera and everything. Like,
What does he go by?
Ego.
That's
Ego.
what's
I've
cool,
asked that. Yeah, King and Go, and you're Joybvnd now. But was it always King? So when I get done, I want to see those.
It was.
Four
He
takes.
said his brother was Breeze, and he was Bam.
I was Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
We're just gonna say Bam Bam, but
yeah.
That,
But you even said that your brother was actually on a song with Rookie that Jelly was on, correct?
Yeah, so like that was years back. They did a song called System on Bang. It was my brother, Rookie, Jelly Roll, Charlie P.
Yeah.
I can't even. You can find the song.
On Rookie's album, one of Rookie's albums.
No, I don't know if it was.
I remember hearing that song.
Oh yeah, I think he did throw it on there.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken,
I would have.
No, for sure.
If it was my song, I would have made
but
sure.
But like now, they had a video and everything to the song. So there was a video. I don't know what happened to
the
it.
Google machine.
Yeah, it's gone. Like I literally looked for the video 1,000 times.
Really?
And it's
Chad's
just
over there
gone.
going down the rabbit hole now.
You can hear the song, but it's like that's it.
Yeah, I apply the self-taught shit, man. Like, cause even with the podcast, bro, like we didn't know shit about any of this, and then we started trying to put visuals with it, and then we started shooting like Chad's beat jacking things and like all that shit self-taught. Even from the artwork that we were talking about a minute ago.
Yep.
Bro, that was me being self-taught, like with the logos and shit for the show. And the new ChadArmesTV logo, all that shit. And then it migrated to I did a couple flyers and Instagram ads, and then I wanted some of y'all's album art to fuck with because I ain't never done album art. But yeah, self-taught. Shout out YouTube.
Yeah,
Google.
definitely.
Shout out to YouTube, baby.
Yeah.
I mean, I use that stuff for even my normal job. I do maintenance. Like,
Gotcha.
I use that.
Dude,
like,
of course. Dude, you see all that shit in the floor over there? Look right there, Joybvnd. Perfect example. Do you see what's in the floor?
Oh, yeah.
The oil and that.
Yep.
I've got the video saved, loaded up, ready to go for when I change my oil in the next few days. I need to change my oil, and I've never changed it myself. I'm so sick of going to pay $80 for oil change. I can get that shit for $30 and do it myself. See
I've actually did it one time, and it was a pain in the ass.
I don't know shit about cars at all. Like that, I know how to put gas in them, and I'm usually pretty conscious of when I need to take them to someone that knows something about cars. Like when something's wrong, I'm not just gonna fucking keep driving and my shit just be fucked up. I'm gonna go figure out have somebody tell me what's wrong, get it fixed.
Crazy thing is, it's just like music in a way. Like learn, like you learning everything.
Yeah.
Like I changed my alternator, and I was like, I was paying motherfuckers to do this,
right? And now you know how to change an alternator.
Exactly.
At least on whatever vehicle you did that one on. But at least you're familiar, right? And that's all it is like hands-on shit. And that's what I was telling my brother-in-law because he let me borrow the ramps for the car to change the oil. I'm like, bro, why the fuck am I doing? I watched a 12-minute video the other day, and it taught me for my car, year, make, model, all that shit, how to do it with like fucking 2 tools I didn't have. And the pan and the oil. I'm not a fucking idiot. I should be able to pull this off. You know what I'm saying?
No,
and once I do it, so if I do it, and to your point, if it's a fucking pain in the ass, I'll probably elect to go spend the extra $50 and do it somewhere else. But now I got the tools and shit too. So then it's just another thing of oil, and I'm right back at it.
So you kind of don't have a choice but to do it.
I gotta do it now.
Yeah, I was about to say, unless you want to take all that shit back, which you probably don't want to.
Hell no, I'm doing it. Like I'm committed this round for sure.
Hell yeah, boy.
Chad, before you leave, will you help me change my oil?
No, I'm good.
Worth a shot, man. Worth a shot. I'll probably fuck it up. My car will never run the same. Whatever.
Your face be having
right.
I'll just
right, bro.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Pulled the plug and it just I just misguided it, whatever. And instead of it going in the pan, it just went all over me, and my face is fucking covered in oil. Yeah, I've never been under that car before, so we'll see how that goes. I'll let y'all know if I get enough motivation to get out there and change it.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, Joybvnd, what's next? What are you doing next, man? Got a project coming? Y'all working on an album? You working on solo? Brothers still involved?
We're working on a whole album. Of course, I was working on a solo. We kind of paused that because I was like, I want to get this out. We did the Broadway Girls thing, and it was so different for us to do something like that because like I didn't know I could sing country really. Like kind of did, but like didn't. Like people would be like, I'd sing something, they'd be like, yo, you sound really good. Never record it. I just sat in the studio and thought one day, and I was just singing, and I was like, man, I liked how that sounds. So I played with the Broadway Girls beat. We finished that. We got the video out.
Yeah.
It's doing awesome. Now we got a song called Lazy Friday. That should be dropping next week. I'm hoping so. We're trying to do the video to it as well, probably like a day after. Like we're trying to be quick.
Yeah, and that's the country rap stuff he was talking about that you've been doing, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he did the song called Tailgate. He did the hook on this one, and we'll
get to see both of these eventually, though, right? Like they're
definitely
okay, great,
definitely.
That's good enough for me.
Like,
yeah, that's the lane right now, man. If y'all can make that shit shake with the country rap shit, like,
and plus, our country rap is so different. Like when it comes to the sound, like I can't wait for people to hear it. Because
I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah,
it's like it's not the country rap that we define as country rap in Nashville. Like it's bringing like I put hip hop and rap in 2 different genres, so it's bringing that hip hop rap to country, and just putting it together like that. And I mean, still considered country rap, but at the same time, is a completely different way of putting it in like that or mixing it. So you're really getting bars. You're really getting the harmonizing. You're really getting all of that in country. So like it's just crazy. And so we wanted to do something positive too. There's been a lot of times that our music is just like, just our struggles. And instead of that, you want to just have fun with it.
Yeah, have fun with it.
Sure.
That's exactly right. That's what I was waiting to say, just more fun records, like asking, but that's you got to have that.
Because the last time we did,
hold up, pause. See what I'm saying? We caught it early this time though, but watch what's crazy. See, it goes back as soon as he ignores the call or something. What were we at? What were we saying?
The country rap.
Yeah,
something about it.
Something about it. So when you guys come back and when the songs that come out, is the one you said your brother did a hook on too, is that going to be just a solo song with him? Or you jumping on that with him?
Nah,
how's that work?
That's us.
Gotcha. Okay, so us. Yeah. Is there a title for us?
Or
is it just Joybvnd?
When we first did our videos together, the title literally said "Brother's Keeper," and then it said the title name.
Okay, so Brother's Keeper be the title of this duo.
It
seems like this is an uncertainty.
It really is. It's like an uncertain thing. We're working on these songs. We're trying to get these videos out. We haven't thought about everything. Because now I put on Facebook the other day, I was like, I'm not a rapper, like, at all. And like, it took me a long time to say that because that's all I would say. Like, oh, I'm just a rapper like, I'm really an artist. Like I'm not doing country hip hop. I even got on a rock song. So like it's not like I'm just staying in one genre. Like I'm trying to do everything.
Yeah.
That's
like
dope,
nothing wrong with that.
No, not at
if
all.
somebody was singing opera in the back of a beat, I'm getting on it.
Right?
Yeah.
You just you love music. And there's nothing, I mean, fuck, ain't nothing wrong with that shit. But at the same time, being as young as you are and having the mindset to explore and just fucking just have fun with it, like you said, and just keep. I don't think there's any flaw in that. I wish more artists would have that kind of freedom in mind to do that shit out the gate.
Yeah.
You're 24 years old, bro. It's not that okay. Like Jelly, as Jelly got older and shit, is when he's took chances as far as this rap shit and started dibble dabbling into other genres, and it's taken him places he could only have dreamed of. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
But he's a little later in life. Imagine if Jelly would have done that shit when we were fucking 23, 24 years old. Your age.
Yeah, dude.
Had that mindset and was making the, not scared to even explore those types of records. Like that could be game changing, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, because back then, like, Jelly totally would have done that but see, that was back when people would clown on you for doing that stuff.
That's exactly right. Clown on you for doing that sort of shit. But it's not, the whole mindset of that is almost flip-flopped at this point. Like, just find that shit, however you find it.
Yeah.
The way I see it.
Thanks.
It was hard to get influence probably for him back then, too. I mean, think about when we go to these different producers and shit and working these different vibes and shit. Like, now you could sort of pick that vibe as far as the studio goes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And get those types of records. But, yeah, I think it's interesting, man. I'm excited for whatever you got coming. Whatever y'all got coming.
Dog. Absolutely, man.
I wish Big Bro could have came with you.
Yeah, same.
That would have been sick. Because
once y'all drop the project, y'all have to come back through together. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
yeah. So let's just
Definitely,
this will be a part one, and then we'll bring you and your brother back for the other half of it or the other part because I'm anxious to meet him too. I want to know about frustrations and shit comes into learning all this shit because I love hearing that.
It's definitely a pain in the ass, like
right, man.
I would be walking because instead I lived right across from like my middle school, so I would walk to school all the time anyway. And
Just be thinking.
I'd have my MP3 player in. I'd just be listening to YouTube beats the whole time I'm going there, and that would just be the whole thing. And then when I got off from school, I was so happy that school was over just so I can listen to a beat. Like that was just the thing. I wanted to listen to a beat all day. I'd have different tempos and everything in my head. It was, that's it. Like it was just writing, rapping, 24/7, and just listening to what he was doing. Like I said, he got me in there. I made sure that I told him I was going to shout him out a few times since he wasn't able to make it.
Well, shout out King Ego, man. Yeah, for sure.
King Ego.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing what y'all got.
I got to go down the rabbit holes.
Yeah.
Yo, we already know what time it is, man. We got to take 1 second real quick just to thank our sponsors, right, Chad?
Absolutely.
Without our sponsors, a lot of this wouldn't be possible.
Absolutely.
So shout out to we'll get started with our friends at Fish House Burrow. Our guy JoJo over at Fish House Burrow.
Outstanding food, dog.
Amazing food.
Yeah.
They're at 1626 Middle Tennessee Boulevard over by the campus out in Murfreesboro. They got a new location coming to Smyrna soon, and he talked about another one in Germantown.
Yeah, working on food trucks and stuff.
Food truck coming, but shout out to JoJo over at Fish House Burrow, man. That kicking chicken is that.
Yeah, hot chicken, great catfish, sides are fire, wings are fire.
They cater to the show often.
They cater often. And on top of that, they got a nice spot as well in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, cool little bar. Go
so
get your drink on, man. Tell them we sent you, man.
Support local businesses, man.
Support
for sure.
your local businesses,
Shout
man.
out JoJo Fish House Burrow.
Shout out
Kicking
JoJo.
chicken, baby.
That's it. Tell them I got some shit to say. Sent you, man. They'll cut you a cool little discount too, man. So shout out to them guys over at Fish House Burrow. Also, can't forget Miss Grace over at Striking Promotions. Miss Grace, we love you. We appreciate you. Miss Grace is the fine young lady that hooks us up with all the cool stuff that's branded and logoed out, from like our Chad Arms coasters to the I Got Some Shit to Say lighters, to the worm lighters, to my rolling tray.
Leroy Biggs coasters.
Coasters. She's really took care of us on some personalized products. The lighters that we were able to give out to some of the fans that signed up for the website. That's full compliments of Striking Promotions. we love and appreciate Strike 'em Promotions.
Absolutely.
Also, I got to give a huge shout out to my man Mark Gray over at South Nashville Heating and Cooling. They are a new sponsor here at the show, and we're glad to have him aboard. He's a longtime supporter of Show Improve Entertainment and a longtime supporter of Chad Arms and Squints, and now is a full-time supporter of the I Got Some Shit to Say podcast, which we fucking love.
Yeah.
They specialize in like quiet HVAC systems and those kind of things, along with any of your HVAC needs.
Mark and him's the plug on the HVACs, man.
Been that way too.
For sure.
Yeah, again, huge shout out to South Nashville Heating and Cooling Company. That's expert design, quality installation, superior service since 1985. Y'all see the name, y'all see the number, y'all see the website. Go check it out.
Okay.
Have you met Leroy Biggs? You met him yet?
No, I haven't met him yet.
We gotta make that happen.
No, for sure. Yeah. Hopefully he can come back through whenever you come back through, and then
right. We should make that happen. We gotta do it.
Yeah, and y'all should definitely do a track together because he's very versatile too, and y'all would make a dope ass song, I think.
Oh sure. Yeah, I mean I heard the songs that y'all did, so
yeah,
I was like, damn.
Yeah, man. And that was crazy. We did that in like 3 studio sessions, and we didn't even really like, I don't want to say we didn't try because that's not the right word.
You talking about Bad Habits?
Yeah. Bad Habits we did in 3 studio sessions. One of them was at Leroy's house. The other 2 was at Dub's, and they're documented on the Day in the Life with Leroy. So maybe did a 4th one to like wrap up stuff, but that was easy. That was, I mean, we're going to put more work into the next one, whenever that may be. But
how many songs y'all got together, Chad? You and Joybvnd?
2. Those 2 on that American Dream album. But yeah, I'd like to get something with you for this new project that we're working on for sure.
Oh, I'm ready. Just send it to me.
It's not going to have many features on it, but I'd like to have you as one of them, though.
When somebody works with you, Joybvnd, do you like to, if say today, like, hey, bro, come over here and work with Chad on this record. Y'all came over here. Would you like to show up and sit and write on the spot and leave with a finished product, or are you the type to send me the record and let me work on it with, Big Bro at the crib?
Either way. Either way is fine with me.
Yeah.
Because that's how we did that, too. We did because it was during Pandy. It was around that time when everything was weird. And so I just sent him the beats and was like, man, see if you can come up with a hook to these. And he was like, I got a hook for you. What do you think? Kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, that's easy. I'll do a verse to that one. And that's how those 2 worked.
The song we listened to before was titled Up Now.
Yeah.
Up Now, yeah.
Dude, I love that record. Joybvnd, for you that don't know and haven't listened to him yet, and you probably will when we're done on this show, but I told him that he reminds me of like a Kevin Gates type vibe, but when he raps, it's different. Yeah. I'm talking about when
his voice.
Yeah, the voice though, and the way he throws the hook out on that particular song. Just that one song. I'm not talking about him across the board here. I'm talking about just that one song. That's what immediately hit me. But obviously you're drawn to that because I'm drawn to that. Just saying. Because that's what I told him. I said, bro, it's like Kevin Gates vibe. And he's like, yeah, you said somebody's told you that before, or somebody said that.
Yeah, when it comes to both of us, it's just like Kevin Gates vibe.
And my advice to him on his reaction was like, brothers, don't let it frustrate you, or don't even overthink it, because me personally, I don't recall ever telling anybody else they have that type of Kevin Gates vibe. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, okay, you're right. And then I said, oh, what up? Name another artist that does.
Yeah, facts.
And it's just, that's there may be some thrown at us eventually, like in the comments or something below. Like there probably are a handful of them, but at the same time, that was my immediate thought for that particular record. And I'm a fan, bro.
On My Own, I like On My Own better. And on that song, his verse, he gives me he reminds me of like J. Cole, like the way you rap your verse on My Own, just the flow. Like it's still you, but like it's got that vibe. It's sick, bro. It's a completely different song too, which is dope. That we got 2 songs together on that album that are completely different.
I wouldn't. If I picked which one was the best, you couldn't do it.
No, but
it was like one of those things. Like I love On My Own though. Like that song right there is like crazy.
It's kind of like a Rod Wave style track. Yeah. That's why I like it, and it's just a different vibe, bro.
See, but you said fucking. He went from a Kevin Gates vibe to a J. Cole vibe to a Rod Wave vibe. Like those are great fucking waves, bro.
Yeah, dude, and that just shows his versatility.
And that's a great characteristic
Absolutely.
to have, bro. And then the fucking icing on the cake here is that you're 24 years old.
Yeah, man. You've been doing it for 10 years, but you're just really getting your feet wet in it. Like,
yeah.
In the sense of that work you put in. It's just, I compare it to like athletes, right? So when if you're playing football since you were 12 years old and you're 22 and you just got to whether it's college or to the league or whatever, you're really just starting your career.
Yeah.
Even though you've played football for 10 years, you were that's the kind of the way I look at it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, because what we're doing, you can consider it the pros because we're doing it at a professional level,
correct.
high level.
I love this.
But
Go, Chad, keep going.
You being able to have all of that time,
you're disciplined
for sure, and like you said, you learned how to do all that other stuff along the way. Similar to
Self-taught.
athletes learn how to, whatever it is, whatever sport they're playing. So like that's the best way I can compare it to.
You nailed it. That's fucking home run. That's the best part about. That's why I admire you and why I was anxious for you to pull up.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I don't know shit about you personally.
Yeah.
But I know just from sitting here for the past, I can tell you, 40 minutes. Yeah. You're structured. You're disciplined. You know what I'm saying? You have an ear for the right kind of shit. But to Chad's point, versatility is a major thing. And the fact that the project, the work that you're working on, you work with your brother on, your blood brother, who's actually a few years older than you. Right. But yet y'all make that work. That's kind of like a rare, like if I had a deck of cards with all these characteristics I just named in them, and I start throwing these motherfuckers down, that's a high draft pick to me, bro. Like that makes your, keep going.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the best way I can put it because I don't know you real well. You know what I'm saying? But when I talk about these things, that's why you're here because I'd bet on you.
No, for sure, and like I think with you and your brother being able to do music so closely, a lot of that is probably because y'all moved around so much, bro. So y'all were always the constant.
It is. It has to be.
Yeah,
that's what he's saying. He said he didn't have time to make no friends.
Yeah.
But he had time to come home and Big Bro be there and they just get back to what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's dope too.
And even when he moved to Gallatin, I was in Murfreesboro. He's either come down here or I'm going up there. Like that's just what it was.
Right. And that was more like later on, right? Like as y'all got a little bit older.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then y'all got cars and shit at least and make moves back and forth. But now, y'all can work.
It took me a minute to drive for a long time. I didn't get my license till I was 21.
I didn't get mine until I was 18. So I was just in
I was driving, but when I shouldn't have been, but
gangsta.
Had to do what I had to do. I had jobs and shit.
Right.
But I couldn't go get my license. I don't know what. I just didn't feel like it, I guess.
They didn't feel like it. I feel
fuck that DMV, dog.
Fuck that shit, man. Ain't nobody got time for that.
You be waiting for a year in there, and that motherfucker, dog.
Until they pulled me over, then I had to go get that shit.
So here's some. We'll just spitball some questions at you, okay?
Okay, yeah.
What's some of the artists that you're listening to now? Like, what are some of your favorite artists? Mainstream artists, who's Joybvnd listening to on a daily basis? It could be a little bit of everything.
Number one artist, everybody already know. Like everybody back home already knows Tech-9. That's my number one artist.
I didn't know. I was interested.
Kendrick Lamar would be underneath there.
Yeah.
And then it go to the J. Cole and Wayne and Future and all that good stuff. Future was so different. That's why he got my attention. Like it ain't about if he's the best lyricist or whatever. It was just like he did something different at that time.
He definitely did because when he came out with Tony Montana, bro, that was you were how old were you when that came out?
He was a young one.
Yeah, like 12 probably, 11, 12. Well, when Tony Montana came out, everybody like me and Squinson, I remember because it was playing at the Rutledge and clubs we would go to, and we loved the song, but we were like, dude, don't sound. He ain't rapping though, is he? Really? But we when that song came on though, bruh. It was just. But Future's super dope, and I saw where he's executive producing Donda too. Did you see that?
No, don't.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, bro.
That gives it hope.
Yeah, yeah. I wasn't a fan of the first Donda either.
No.
I tried, bro.
Dude, I stopped trying.
I like 1.5, 2.
I don't even want to try with Kanye no more.
Yeah, he's just I don't know, bro.
Fucking crazy.
College Drop was dope.
Fuck yeah, that was before he went crazy.
Yeah, that was the best thing.
I totally agree, bro.
My favorite Kanye album is 808s and Heartbreaks, though.
Me too.
Crazy. I love that album.
Bro, I love that album. I love all the older Kanye shit. It wasn't until he became a fucking billionaire and got crazy that I fucking just lost me, man.
I was anti-Kanye for years, and then like the last 3 or 4 years, I've been like, man, let me separate him from the music and just listen to the music. And I think he's a genius in some senses, but then I think like, yeah, he's just like his new stuff to me. It's just not
out there, man.
What do you think?
You're a young one.
Like new Kanye stuff.
Donda.
I think there's one song I like on Donda.
Was it Jail?
And it damn sure wasn't that one that just repeated Donda. But
that's fucking crazy, man. I just don't.
Nah. Did you say Jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only one I liked.
I think that's the only one the whole
or Jail part, whatever it was. But like,
that's the only one I hear, like on the XM radio or any of that.
Right.
That's the only song I hear.
I was talking about it on my Chatty Bobcast I just filmed that probably won't even be out yet because I'm filming so far ahead with those, which is fine. But I was listening to 2 Chainz's new album on the way here, and bruh,
I haven't
2
listened. 2
Chainz is one of my favorite rappers to listen to. I'm not saying he's the best rapper. Go ahead.
He's got some of the best bars, period.
Bro,
I know what you're talking about.
Smart.
He like says some shit like if you're like 18 and younger, you probably won't catch it. Like some of the shit that he says, and you'll probably just be like, yo, he sucks. Like off the rip, because when I was a kid and he first came out, I thought he sucked.
Bro, I was a fan since he was Titty Boy with Player Circle.
I remember hearing about that. Yeah,
and then Duffel Bag Boy dropped. That's what took them to the next level.
Yeah, whatever happened to the other cat?
Dolla's still around. He still gets on 2 Chainz albums here and there. I just don't think he's in the rapping really anymore.
Yeah, that Duffel Bag Boy.
He was just a dope boy that was rapping.
Them motherfuckers took off after that.
Wasn't 2 Chainz signed with Luda?
Disturbing the Peace.
Disturbing the Peace was Luda's label. He signed Play a Circle, which was Titty Boy, 2 Chainz, and Dollar Bill or Dollar. Yeah.
But didn't that have something ultimately to do with him changing his name? Full time?
I think so.
From going from Titty Boy to 2 Chainz to get
Luda owns that. Yeah.
It had something to do with that contract or some shit.
Yeah, but when 2 Chainz dropped True Religion in 2011, that is when shit
went nuts. 2 Chainz is the only man that doesn't happen often, bro. When a mainstream artist makes a move like that, or almost,
dog. And then that album dropped, or the mixtape dropped. It was a Gangsta Grills.
I love that most expensive shit he does.
For sure.
The little like YouTube series or whatever.
But he's so charismatic, and dude is so smart with how he promotes. He always gets the best production. He always gets the best features. His new album's got all the features on it, but they're all dope. And I put him in that same category as another one that me and Lex talk about all the time, Young Dro, same way.
Love Dro.
Love his music. His punchlines are crazy.
What's the name of that new record, the new album?
I got it right here.
Yeah, and then
Dope Sells Itself, I think, or something.
Gotcha. And how many songs is on it? It's a full record, right? It's not an EP.
No, for sure. Dope Don't Sell Itself, and it's 12 songs. Yep.
Have you heard this, Joy?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet.
The first song on it, we'll play it off camera, but bro,
I haven't listened to nothing new this week just because we've been working so much.
I love the new Dr. Dre music that just dropped.
I have heard that. There's 6 new Dr. Dre records.
But he put them out as individual singles and released them all the same day.
Which we're still trying to figure that out.
We're trying to figure out
what's the strategy to that is. I think it's to like funds to go different places as far as like charities or some shit.
Maybe it could be that. But I didn't.
Gotti, Yo Gotti.
I did not like Yo Gotti's new album.
I haven't heard it yet.
CM10. Did you listen to it?
No.
I listened to CM10 the whole way through. I was playing a game of Madden like the day before, and I was just playing it in my AirPods while I was playing Madden. The only song, I'm not even joking, there's only 2 songs that I like. The one with 42 Doug and ESTG.
I like 42
Doug is dope.
I like Doug for sure.
It took me a minute though. It wasn't until that.
There's only a few of those
from my mama.
The only 2 from the Michigan area that I'm really feeling right now is Doug and Grizzly. T Grizzly, I love T Grizzly. But Sada Baby, like I'm not really into that style. Like they're rapping off beat.
Oh yeah.
Can you?
I can honestly though. What
are we talking about? Who?
Rapping off a beat.
Detroit rapping off beat, and the rappers that rap off beat.
It's like they always do it on a breakdown.
Yeah.
So like is the breakdown, and then as soon as the beat goes in, it's like they're talking in between. I don't know. It's the weirdest thing ever.
I don't know how they record it like that.
No,
who taught them that shit?
I don't know, bro.
Honestly, I was being funny one day, and I was freestyling in a room, and I was being funny, and I did it no problem. I don't know how I did it. because it's really hard for me to try to get off a beat.
Yeah, for sure, because we're so used to being on.
Yeah,
right.
Because you're a disciplined artist.
Yeah. And for some reason,
it worked.
It worked. I don't know. I'm never bringing out, what I did to it, but it worked. Like, it didn't sound horrible, but it's a new thing. I feel like it's gonna be like. I feel like it's gonna come in hard, like within the last 4 or 5 years from now.
Bro,
probably right.
Because we got Blueface,
I feel like he's the originator of that. Do you agree?
Fucking
Do you think
garbage,
Blueface
bro.
is the one that came out? And I know he's from West Coast, but the West Coast and Detroit or Michigan rap scene is similar in that way.
Blueface is garbage.
No, he's definitely garbage. Salute. I mean, whatever. People,
Salute whatever. Call me celebrity boxing shit. I'd box Blueface.
God, that's aggressive. But
no, I'm just saying. I mean, if he's got, I'm just saying he's garbage. If he wanted to fight or something, I'd box him.
He's going to see this podcast, but
why not, Chad? Don't you fucking doubt us.
Well,
have you seen Blueface fight? Did you see those fights?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
he
fought that YouTuber?
Would I get beat up?
I mean, he sort of won. He won.
He sort of won.
He's sort of. It's like watching a.
I thought it was supposed to be bare knuckle.
Toothpick fight.
I ain't fighting no bare knuckle. God damn, that's
no. You definitely win.
That's extreme though, bare knuckle fighting.
You should have seen how they were swinging.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like
I'd have to train. I'm so out of shape. I'm so out of shape. I'd get beat up by anybody. Probably.
But yeah, I think that 2 Chainz's new album is fire.
Upchurch, bro. Upchurch dropped a new album.
Yes.
I still haven't heard that.
You haven't heard it?
I
haven't heard the whole thing. I love the remix with Boosie, the YZ remix with Boosie.
Chad told me about this. Only record I've heard of was the Vowels record with Jelly, and that's just because
Jelly played that in the car last night for everybody. Yep.
I had it for a while. I let you hear it a while back.
Yeah, for sure.
But
you got a feature with Boosie?
Yeah,
no, right.
On the I did the same shit, bro. I did the same shit.
I'm over here thinking okay,
we'll play
I'm gonna
that
listen to it
after it's over with. So it's dope, bro.
Shout out Church.
Yeah, shout out Church.
Pull up Church. Jesus, let's smoke some pot.
I listened to NLE Choppa's new record.
I did too.
I like some of those.
I do too.
I
like
can't
NLE
either. Choppa stuff. Do you like him?
Yeah.
I don't like his, but just like you said, I like some of those. There's a few records on there. I
like Drop Shit. Drop Shit's fire, bro. That single that he's got out. Drop Shit, like that one's dope. There's a song that he's got with Polo G that I think's cool. He's hit or miss with me too.
Same.
I like some of his stuff, and then some of the stuff I don't. But
I don't know how I feel about Polo G.
It's just
hit or miss.
With me.
Like, and this ain't putting nobody down, but I just feel like he sounds like a lot of other people that have
that's very true. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I'll tell you an album that
he's young though too.
An album that dropped a couple weeks ago that's dope, and Don Tripp's new album. Pray God's not watching.
I fucking love Don Tripp.
I do too, man. Shout out Don Tripp.
Yeah, shout out Don Tripp.
But he's got
the intro to that record, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That's the video. The
Pray
video.
God's not watching,
bro. That fucking song he hits us different, bro. His bars are different. If you ask me,
sure.
He hits me fucking across the face with some crazy shit.
I think it was the first song I ever saved on SoundCloud was that one where he's talking about his baby mama.
Yeah,
not
for
seeing his
sure.
kids.
That's
what I heard him.
That song changed his life, bro.
That right there, because he first did it in the closet before CeeLo got on it.
Exactly.
And then that right there was dope. I know.
And both versions are. Yeah, I do too. And what's funny is I can't even tell you the title of it, but if we played it right now, I'd recite it word for word.
Exactly. I couldn't even.
Well, so many people can relate to it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great song.
But that was when the world got a taste of Don Tripp, because that shit went fucking viral. Like everybody was playing that record. Like it was a big record. And then that's the shit he's done so close to home since, as far as like Step Brothers with Lito and all that shit. Like
they got to keep that going.
They sure do, man.
Yeah, keep that going.
I love Step Brothers.
What did y'all think about the new? Did y'all hear the new single from Nicki Minaj and Lil Baby?
I did. I heard it. It wasn't.
I heard a clip on it. I think DJ Academics posted it or something like that.
But Lil Baby didn't really. And that's my favorite rapper right now.
Yeah, mine too. But these last few features he's done, I don't know if it's the beat or if it's
just like he wrote it for something else or something like that.
Like his normal, because he usually. I feel the same kind of way. I like the song that 2 Chainz has with him on the album.
See, I haven't heard.
It's number 2 song on Apple Music right now called Kingpin Ghostwriter.
I gotta hear those.
And it's dope. But it's just not. I don't know. It's just something about it that's a little different. But
the past couple verses I've noticed just sound like he wrote them for something else and he just made them work.
You know what's crazy? He was actually in conversation. I forgot what interviews I've seen it on, but it was 2 different interviews where they're saying that Lil Baby was this generation's Lil Wayne.
Absolutely, I could totally agree with that.
I love Lil Baby's story. I love how he's just been in the streets his whole life and shit, and he didn't even really want to rap.
No, his Breakfast Club interview is what you're talking about. Yeah, I love that interview. One of my favorite ones.
Coach U or whatever fucking pulled him out the streets and like convinced him to fucking just
Coach
put
K.
Thanks, Coach K. I'm thinking Coach U from World Star.
Yeah.
But yeah, pulled him out the streets, convinced him to fucking put out a single, and then he put out the record with
And
Drake
he just freestyled.
and shit. And
He freestyled that first album. Yeah.
Just, bro, I think Lil Baby's an amazing.
He's the biggest artist. I mean, besides Drake.
Yeah,
he's the biggest artist.
So is that valid? Y'all, like he's this generation.
I could attest to that because of the amount of and because of his splash that he's made and the amount of
consistency.
But 10 years ago, or
he should have got a Grammy though.
More than 10 years ago,
yes.
Lil Wayne, you did not put out an album unless Lil Wayne had a feature on.
Hey, shout out Wayne though. He did drop the "Sorry for the Wait" tape. Have you seen that?
No, for sure. Yeah.
There's a new tape.
And Wayne's been doing some fire features here lately. The one, about a year, the one he did with Jack Harlow's "Dope" on the Poppin' remix. He did the one. He did a feature for what's dude from New York that's married to Remy Ma? Papoose. He did a single with Papoose. You know, Papoose is dropping albums like once a month and go on by the month like that they drop.
Yeah, it was him, Nicki Minaj, Remy, and Papoose. There's a new song that just dropped.
Okay, that's the one I heard then. And it's on Papoose' new project, I guess. But
Papoose.
But yeah, man, that I'm excited about how there's some dope music that's been dropping. You know what I mean? I need to get more into like as involved as I feel like I am with new artists. When I go to New Music Fridays on Apple Music and go to the rap albums, there are so many artists that are in that top 10 that I have no clue who they are.
Exactly. I don't start there. I go to on my New Music Friday, Chad. I go down to New Music and I go through the albums. Right, no matter the genre, I skim through those albums, and then I go to the New Music Today, like top 50, and just listen to those 50.
Oh, charts.
Yeah, that's how I do it, just because of that reason. Because if I go just hip hop, sometimes it just filters out. I don't know. It's just not the same. Like I like to hear across the board, like all the genres, and know what's coming out.
It's crazy too, because if I look on the top 10, there's a lot of artists I just don't know.
Ain't that wild?
And it's crazy because if you go back 10 years ago, you know every artist on the top 10.
Absolutely, you do.
And now it's like I had to tell myself the other day, I was like, dude, like it was so much harder then to get a deal than it is now. Like, and that just pushes me like to the max. Like every time I think of that, I'm like, yo, like you need to go out and do some more music. Like you need to go out and do something. And not waste it.
Are you active on like SoundCloud and shit still? Or
no, not anymore. I did uninstall it recently.
Yeah,
because I didn't know.
It seems like I don't know much about like how much people get pulled off of that platform as far as now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I just don't know if it's still like a big
an outlet for like, you know, labels to go hunting and shopping to find that next big thing. I don't know how that works really as far as SoundCloud goes.
I mean, I think Audio Mac is going over SoundCloud again right now. So
I've never even got.
See what I'm saying? Like we're not tapped into that shit really no more. I'd love to know shit for Chad's behalf.
I have a SoundCloud and I have a lot of my songs on there, and I have a good following, a good amount of streams on there. We don't get paid for them,
but still, it's just.
I mean, but yeah, another album that I listened to, and I like this artist, but I just really wasn't feeling it like I thought I would, and that's that new Gunna album. Did you like the new Gunna album?
I didn't even listen to it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it. I know the new
that's
single's
the number one song, Pushing P. That's
I don't know. It's got Drake on it, and I still don't like it.
Yeah, Future's on that one with Thug on there too, but
Drake's on it too, right?
That's P Power.
Oh.
Pushing. That's what I'm saying. That whole P thing that is like hitting over the internet. He's catching a lot of flack for. But yeah, I didn't really feel it like and then of course I'm looking at the top 50 as right now, and number 3 Super Gremlin still in the top 10.
I've been asking Chatty to kill that one on a beat jack. I love that.
Oh yeah, you would kill that.
Right?
You would kill that.
I love that track, bro.
The only thing is I wish I could find the beat without the hook in it.
Fuck that. That's the best part about it. Leave the hook.
But I don't want to rap over the hook.
Wait. I found the beat without the hook in it.
Did you?
Yes. If you need me to send it to you, I think it's actually on my phone.
Because the hook's dope, but I don't want to rap over it because you don't want to take away from that hook. So then you just be kind of sitting here. Yeah.
I love that shit.
Jelly was playing that in the car last night. It was so funny, dude. We were listening to Waylon Jennings. Then we listened to
Kodak Black
Super Gremlin. And Jelly was like, Kodak be snapping on the. I was like, he really does.
On that song, he does.
Yeah. It's just getting.
He's one of those artists, though, bro. One out of fucking 10.
Yeah, is that kind of how you feel about Kodak?
Yeah. Kodak's dope.
Yeah, I like Kodak, but it's like Kodak drops an album, he'll have that one song that's fire to me.
What about the bar though in Super Gremlin where he says, "Yeah, I knew that perk was fake, but I still took it because I'm a gremlin." Yeah. Bruh, that what? You still took that shit? Because
he's a gremlin, dog. He don't give a fuck.
Fuck that.
Well, I mean, that's just what he's saying.
If you got, non-disclosure, bro. But if no thanks, bro. You don't know if it's fake or not. That means if it's fake, it's probably the fentanyl shit, and it's gonna kill me if I just swallow that pill.
But it didn't kill him.
Lucky for him.
He's a gremlin, dude.
That's fucking bananas.
I actually know somebody that they don't give a fuck if it's fake either. They're going to take that shit.
Yeah. Some people just don't care, bro. Another album that everybody's talking about that I haven't really listened to is that Doughboy album. I'm not real familiar with dude.
Let me see it.
This dude right here. He's got all kinds of features on it. I mean, it's big on Apple Music.
I don't know who that is.
He's got 42 Doug on there, Moneybag, Ty Dolla $ign, Babyface.
I love 42 Doug right now.
Uzi Vert. I mean, he's signed to Epic with free bands with Future.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so you probably heard him on Future shit and just didn't know. But everybody was talking about dude's album that dropped. But
that's saying something though if he signed to free bands. Shit.
Yeah. I need to update myself on everybody's albums anyway. I literally there was a whole year. Like almost a whole year, all of last year, where I didn't listen to nobody's album fully.
I really think y'all should do that though.
I need to do it because we need to make it part of the podcast too.
But just the music review for the week. Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah. But I've always been big on New Music Friday. But what I'm saying is, over my years as an artist, I've met tons of people that say they stay away from the radio because they make music. Yeah, you follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that's a good exercise. That's just me.
I just don't adapt that. I know not. I like to do it because I want to just hear new music. But on top of that, I hear how people are going.
I think
I try to somewhat keep up with what's going on, but still not try to copy other people. There's a fine line with that.
My bad. That was all me. I think it just sparks creativity. Right? It just sparks creativity. When you have outside influence, you get so closed-minded on shit that you're doing, you lose sight of what is possible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it just to fucking change the radio station one time, bro, will bring so much more to light as far as creativity. That's just me, though. Like I said, that's just my personal opinion.
I agree with that. But I guess it's somebody else just feels differently. I guess that's kind of what it is. I don't think there's a right or wrong if it's working for you as an artist. But
I knew that perk was fake. Let us steal.
I don't know. I feel like I gotta listen to more artists right now. I get rappers blocked sometimes, and it's not because of a subject or anything. Because you're talking about usually me. I'm talking about what's going on in my life, type of shit. But like, I just need that. I just need to keep up with what's going on, type of shit. And I don't do that a lot, so I need to definitely. I just need to start listening to more albums. And doing that instead of just listening to myself all the time. Mm-hmm. I just need to see everybody else's stories, how they going, how they doing everything.
Yeah, for sure. It's just it's just doing research.
Yeah. Really. Oh yeah. Might be a new sound that
relating it back to the athlete thing, like comparison. It's like watching game film. It's kind of like studying game tape. Mm-hmm. So you're watching what everybody else, everybody else in the same sport that you're in. You're seeing how they play and how their game is. And then you can kind of either pull from it or stay away from certain things. But just like anything else, like with athletes, they watch other games and they're like fans of other athletes, even though they're in the, you know what I mean? So that's another way to look at that too, I guess.
So, I think I'm anxious for more music from you, man. For sure.
For sure, man.
Like I know I got some rabbit holes to go down as far as some of the previous stuff you've done. But as far as the more recent stuff you've done, I'm kind of up to speed on that.
There's one from you and your brother I really think's dope. Is it called Fuck Boy?
Oh yeah,
that was a dope. That's a dope song, and the video is cool too.
Yeah, I like that song.
Yeah,
definitely are probably gonna bring that out again. Because when nobody paying attention at the time.
I tell Chad that shit all the time. There's so much hot shit Chad's got in his arsenal, bro. Chad's got almost 1,000 songs.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I've went through and
there's so much stuff though that Chad released early on that was just overlooked, bro, because he used to work so hard to put out so much music. Like he would continuously put out music, and I fear that so bad that songs got overlooked. Like Chad could put out a fucking greatest hits album and blow y'all's mind, man. I'm ready for that.
We could.
I want Chad to recycle some songs or just redo them.
Yeah, if I had the original tracks.
Fuck the tracks.
Well, the new. I mean, how
all you got to do is have a dope producer hear it, get the BPMs, and make a new beat. Period.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. It's just the BPMs is the code, bro. Just get the code and fucking the flow ain't gonna change. All they gotta do is hear the beat and build a beat the same BPMs, and you're winning.
Download Fruity Loops or something and just make the beat from scratch.
That's one thing I've never self-taught myself, dude.
I can't make beats.
Me and my brother been trying to do that too. It's
making beats.
It's
so tough, man.
It's so much. So many years of just trying to mix, master, and all that shit, and then you're just like,
then
once
you pick
get
up
to
a
that,
new toy.
Yeah, and it's like, fuck, I don't want to do that.
Sorry,
like it just patience.
Same, bro. From like I said with the show, from us recording to like the logos and shit. Like I jumped down that rabbit hole as far as graphics and getting logos together, and then from the audio, we were starting to dibble dabble in recording and shit. Like these are roads I never steered down solely because all I did was show up, get in a booth, and rap. That was it.
Yeah.
Done. End of story. But then we start filming, and then we start editing. You know what I'm saying? And like all these things have came to mind now, dude. I spend so much time out here working, or we do for that fact. Just there's a lot to it. It's a grind. It's a full-time grind from the learning to the putting it all together and giving a finished product. To put this shit out twice a week, that's a grind.
Definitely.
But without those fucking tutorials, Bubba, I don't know where we'd be. Go back and look at our first 10, 20 episodes and look at these.
Yeah, it's definitely a
night and fucking day.
Yeah.
Like even like the jelly episode, we clown on that one all the time. Episode 14, look at that. This shit looks like up there, and it looks like we lit the building with fucking weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
Somebody posted it the other day, and I wanted to throw up.
I've actually been watching a lot of y'all's videos. So
Thanks, man. We appreciate that.
100%. Like
dope. There's a lot of them,
that, bro. Yeah, we're trying to stay consistent, man. We just appreciate you coming through for us, man.
1,000%. I'm glad you pulled up, but I'm anxious for you to pull up next time.
Oh yeah, nah.
You know where I'm at.
Way more live.
Yeah, pull up next time, and hopefully could bring Big Bro, and hopefully you got some more new shit. Like Chad will put some of your more recent shit, the Broadway Girls or something like. He'll put that in the link below for them to immediately go to.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all post the fucking link to the record that I was referencing to that I've heard thus far from y'all two together.
Oh yeah. I'll put those links in there. I'll put those. Yeah.
That's a monster.
You got something you want to rap today?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we're gonna get into that too. We're gonna go ahead and end this episode, but we'll probably drop. We'll drop the song he does rather on its own, like before or after this episode drops. But
for sure.
We appreciate you, Joybvnd, dog.
Absolutely,
we appreciate you coming through, man.
It's super nice to finally meet you, bro. And I'm anxious to get to know you better, bro. And you just come through anytime you want, bro. We only have real ones over here, so that open invite anytime, okay?
Yeah,
100%. Appreciate it.
But yeah, y'all know what it is, man. Joybvnd in the building. Shout out ChadArmesTV.com. I'm your guy Squint 615. So I got some shit to say. We out.
Bow.
Bitch, we got views.